In a small, peaceful town surrounded by green hills, there lived a bright young boy named Rohan. He was known for two things: his intelligence and his big dreams. Whether it was becoming a scientist, building a company, or helping the world, Rohan dreamed big. He was also hardworking and never afraid to put in the effort. But Rohan had one habit that often got him into trouble. He talked too much. Whenever he learned something new or had a new goal, he couldn't keep it to himself. He would tell his friends, his teachers, his neighbors, anyone who would listen. He thought that sharing his dreams would motivate him and bring him encouragement, and it did for a while. His friends admired his ideas, his family felt proud, his teachers praised his ambition. But time passed, and while Rohan had shared many plans, he hadn't achieved much. One goal after another slipped away, and slowly, doubt began to grow in his heart. One sunny afternoon, while walking near the temple, Rohan met an old wise man named Guruji. He had seen Rohan many times before, always talking, always planning. That day, Guruji stopped him and asked gently, "Son, you always talk about your dreams. But tell me, have you achieved any of them?" Rohan hesitated. He thought of all the goals he had announced so confidently, but never completed. He lowered his eyes and said, "Guruji, I try my best, but things don't always go as planned." Guruji smiled kindly and said, "Let me tell you a story, my boy. It might help you understand why." And so, Guruji began. Long ago in a small village, there lived a poor farmer named Dev. He didn't have much, but he had a dream: to one day own a big, beautiful farm filled with crops. Every day, Dev worked hard in the fields. He saved every coin and never wasted time. But there was something special about Dev. He never spoke of his dreams. People often asked him, "Why do you work so hard? What are you planning?" Dev would only smile and say, "You'll see when the time is right." Years passed. Quietly, Dev bought small pieces of land. He planted crops, grew vegetables, and little by little, he built the farm he had once only dreamed of. One day, he even built a beautiful home on his land. The villagers were amazed. How did this quiet, humble man achieve so much? An old friend asked him, "Why didn't you tell anyone about your plans?" Dev replied with a peaceful smile, "When you talk too much about your dreams, two things happen. First, people may discourage you. And second, you waste energy talking instead of working. Words are like arrows. Once released, they can't be taken back. I chose silence. I let my success speak for me." As Guruji finished, Rohan stood quietly, deep in thought. Guruji placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "You see, Rohan, when we speak too much about our goals, we lose the drive to achieve them. Our minds feel satisfied just from the praise, and that weakens our effort. Not everyone will cheer for your dreams, but silence protects your energy. Silence is power." Rohan looked up and asked, "Can I still change, Guruji?" "Of course," the wise man said, smiling. "From today, speak less and act more. Let your success be the one that makes the noise." From that day forward, Rohan changed. He stopped announcing his plans to the world. Instead, he poured his energy into studying, practicing, learning, and building himself in silence. Days turned into months, and slowly things began to change. He was achieving more. He didn't need praise or attention anymore. His confidence grew, not from words, but from results. When the final exam results were announced, Rohan had topped the school. Everyone was surprised at his transformation. His friends rushed to him and asked, "How did you do it?" Rohan just smiled. He remembered Guruji's words, "Be silent and get everything." Years later, Rohan became a successful entrepreneur. He inspired others, not with big speeches, but with his actions. He proved that real success doesn't come from talking, it comes from doing. And in the end, he taught the world a simple truth: speak less, work more. Let your success do the talking.